In this video, I want to talk about two equally powerful forces. They have the same potential, but they move us in opposite directions. One is the power of faith and trust, your confidence. The other, the power of fear. I'm sure everyone knows these feelings. So let's look at the nature of these forces. During my individual consultations, I constantly hear people start expressing their wishes or intentions, and then they suddenly say, yes, but I'm afraid, or yes, but I'm not sure, or yes, but I don't have this yet. And at that very moment, when your pure request ends and you add the word yes, but, you instantly allow the power of fear and doubt to step in. I'll explain a little bit later how the universe responds to that. But right now, I just want to focus on the nature of these forces. If you think about it, on the physical level, we actually feel both powers, fear and confidence, almost the same way. Let's take a simple example. A person is going to a job interview, or about to give a speech, or start a new project. It's totally natural to feel something inside because we don't know what will happen next. And here is the interesting part. Both fear and confidence show up in the body in almost the same way. A faster heartbeat, a bit of tension, maybe even excitement. But the nature of these feelings is very different. In one case is the adrenaline of victory. I believe I can do it, I'll go, I will win, I'll get it. That's the power of faith and inner certainty. And in other case, it's a fear. And when fear and doubt take over, your vibrations drops, your energy frequencies goes lower. And as a result, you don't get the outcome you want. You stop moving forward, or sometimes you even lose motivation completely and take no actions at all. Now take a moment and think back to your past. How many fears have you had? How many inner states, and we will talk more about these states later, of insecurity or hesitation have left your dreams unfulfilled, your businesses unopened, your projects never started. Maybe for someone it's about relationship, something you didn't say, a step you never took, a connection you didn't continue. I am sure each of you can remember a situation where you could already be somewhere else in life, but you are still circling around the same old circumstances simply because you were afraid. Afraid of people, afraid of being misunderstood, afraid of not being accepted or not being respected. All of this just fear. And actually, fear simply doesn't matter, but it's a very powerful energy. And that's exactly how power works. It never takes you anywhere. It only keeps you stuck. It steals your direction, beautiful potential future. And it keeps you in the same place where you are not growing and without expansion. And when fear and doubt appear without even realizing it, you allow them to start controlling your life. Now, let's talk about the power of faith. Faith lifts you above fear. It gives you confidence, trust, and the flow of life itself. The power of faith is, first of all, absolute, truly absolute confidence that I can. Confidence in yourself. I believe in myself. I can do it no matter what. Yes, you may not know how it will happen. And yes, you are just beginning. And the second part of faith is absolute faith in God. Why do we need the faith? Why do we need God? Why do we need to believe in God? Because it's our foundation, the place where we found strength and inner support. That's where you stand firmly and say, I believe in myself and I believe in God, in higher power, in universe, in energy, whatever you choose to call this force. But that foundation must be there. Why did I put so much focus on the state, on your emotions, at the beginning of this video? Because the universe actually responds to your frequency, to the frequency of your vibration. When we vibrate from fear, we send out low vibrations, and the universe gives us even more of what we send out. At the same time, when a person vibrates in confidence, in faith, in energy of victory, it lifts them to a higher frequency. And then the universe starts to amplify that, the frequency you are radiating. To make a simple example, I often tell my clients this. When someone talking or complaining, I said, just imagine God is holding a magnifying glass and saying, oh, you are feeling this? Let me give you even more of it. That's how universe works. And yes, it's not easy. It's not easy to constantly track your thoughts and ask yourself what I'm believing in right now. But it's very important to train your state. And again, please go back to my previous videos, the ones we talked about the state of happiness and power of thoughts. I always remind you to practice this inner state, because I will repeat, the universe doesn't hear your words, it doesn't read what is written, your wishes. It feels your vibrations, the frequency of your inner state. That's why people say visualize it, write it down, speak it out. But it's not just a technical exercise. It's to raise your vibration, to bring yourself into the state where your energy matches your dream. This is a feeling of excitement and happiness, as if your dream or goal has already come true. When you level up your vibration to that frequency, the universe starts speaking to you in the same language. But today I just want to summarize this message. When you start dreaming about something or moving toward a goal, just do it. Simply take an action. Even if it is something small, something tiny today, if you felt inspired to do it, just go and do it. And don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of people or what they might think, how they might judge, or that maybe it won't work out right way. Instead of stopping yourself with overthinking and control, just pause for a moment, remember your dream, and then hang it over to God and to your own deep, absolute confidence that it will work out. I wish you success in everything you do. I wish you an unshakable faith in yourself, in your potential, in your inner power, in the knowing that you already have everything you need. And remember, I believe in you and I love you.